Hi everybody, Hub Arkush for ChicagoSunTimes.com. An NFL championship weekend, I guess you'd say 50-50, one game for the ages and one complete blowout. Let's talk about that game for the ages first as the Green Bay Packers fall to Seattle 28-22 in overtime. And how bad do you feel right now for Brandon Bostic, number 86, the tight end of the Green Bay Packers, who mishandled the onside kick with 2:05 remaining. He is out there for one reason. He's on the hands team. He's a tight end. He's a pass receiver. He's supposed to catch that football. As soon as it hit his face mask and his hands at the same time, you knew he was in trouble, and I couldn't feel worse for him. But to blame him for the loss is not being realistic. The fact is, you can look at some plays earlier in the first quarter, not once, but twice, on 4th and goal inside the 1 or 2 yard line. Mike McCarthy took the 3 points instead of going for the touchdown. At least once you got to think on the road, maybe they should have gone for 6. There's a lot after that as well. You can come way late in the fourth quarter with about 5 minutes left. Morgan Burnett intercepts that pass, the 4th interception that Russell Wilson threw, and he goes right to the ground at his own 40-yard line. That made no sense. He had plenty of running room. He might have taken that back for 6, but minimally he could have flipped the field. It was at that point that the Packers basically stopped competing. They didn't get any first downs after that. They went 3 and out. Seattle finally went down, got their first touchdown, then they get their second touchdown, then the onside kick, and then, the rest is history. Even in overtime, Packers have them 3rd and 7, and they allow the long pass to a wide open Doug Baldwin at their 35-yard line. There's no way to spin it. The Green Bay Packers choked on this one. The Seattle Seahawks got lucky. Yes, the Seahawks are the defending world champs. Yes, they had to make the comeback. Yes, they didn't quit. But without Marshawn Lynch, they're not even in that football game, and you don't usually see one-man Super Bowl teams. This was one that the Green Bay Packers will have a long and hard time forgetting. Now, the second game, I think we kind of knew going in. We talked about it in the preview last week. Probably a mismatch. It proved to be exactly that. The Indianapolis Colts deserved to be in the AFC title game, but they just didn't play enough defense to deal with the New England Patriots. Really thought that Gronkowski and LeGarrette Blount would be the problem. Gronk didn't have a huge game. LeGarrette Blount did. Early on, the Patriots decided to go balanced, even though they had trashed the Colts in their last 2 meetings by running the football. They were pretty balanced throughout the first half, but it became obvious early in the second half the Colts had no answer to the ground game. LeGarrette Blount took it over, and Tom Brady seemed to do whatever he wanted on 3rd down. I think the big disappointment from that game was I expected better out of Andrew Luck. Didn't think he could win, didn't really think he was going to keep it close, but I did expect the Colts offense to get some business done, and that's what makes the Super Bowl so interesting now. Is the Patriots defense that much better than we thought it was, or was it just a bad day all around for the Indianapolis Colts? Regardless, got a rout in the second game. Now we've got our Super Bowl matchup, New England and Seattle. Early lines out of Vegas had Seattle as a couple-point favorite. It's already been bet to a pick. We've got a couple weeks for people to make their bets. We'll see what happens. Have a lot more preview information for you on the Super Bowl coming up later in the week and next week. For now, that's it on the championship games. But for all the best in sports, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, stay right where you're at ChicagoSunTimes.com.